Introduction to Stoicism and its influence on contemporary life. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." In a society that constantly tells us how to feel, what to think, and how to behave, imagine having the ability to maintain peace of mind and genuine happiness, no matter what chaos surrounds you. That's not just powerful, that's transformative. It's about mastering control not over external circumstances but over something far more valuable and entirely within your grasp, your own thoughts. Stoicism offers us tools, resilience, gratitude, and the ability to live a meaningful life. But don't mistake this for a dusty history lesson. This is about you, your present-day reality. It's about facing the pressure and unpredictability of modern life without losing your center. It's about staying grounded in the storm and learning to appreciate the smallest of joys. It's about turning your mornings into more than a routine, into a launch pad for a purposeful, energized day. So if you've ever felt buried under the weight of daily noise, if inner calm seems like a distant dream, or if you're simply intrigued by how ancient wisdom can become your modern-day superpower, stay with me. This might be the perspective shift you've been needing. Let's explore the Stoic insights that don't just shape your morning rituals, but empower your entire life with intention, grit, and lasting happiness. I encourage you to give your full focus to this video from beginning to end. If you've made it this far, you're not like the average person. You're someone who seeks depth, truth, and understanding. And that mindset, that already places you ahead. This might sound like a fancy phrase, but it's actually a beautifully simple idea rooted in Japanese culture. 1. Discover your Ikigai, finding meaning in each morning. Ikigai is about uncovering that intersection between what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. It's your unique reason for waking up with excitement. Imagine starting every day driven by a clear sense of purpose, something so meaningful that hitting snooze becomes irrelevant. Marcus Aurelius wasn't just a man who endured hardships stoically. He believed deeply in the importance of playing our role in life with sincerity. He challenged us to treat each day as a chance to serve, to contribute, to act with integrity and passion. Think about that in light of Ikigai. It's not just about chasing what you love. It's about aligning that passion with service, skill, and sustainability. That's where the magic lives. How do you begin discovering your Ikigai? Start by asking yourself, what excites me deeply? What skills do I naturally possess? What does the world truly need? And what could I earn a living doing? The answers might not arrive instantly, and that's okay. This is a process of exploration, a journey into who you are and what truly lights you up. Finding your Ikigai isn't just a feel-good exercise, it's the foundation for a life full of meaning. When your daily actions reflect your deeper calling, even routine tasks begin to hold purpose. Your relationships deepen because you're more present. Your creativity expands because you're living in alignment with your truth. And joy, real, lasting joy, becomes something you carry with you, not something you chase. So tonight, as you set your alarm, ask yourself, what could make me so excited to wake up tomorrow that I wouldn't dream of hitting snooze? And remember, this isn't about flipping a switch overnight. It's about evolving, step by step. As Marcus Aurelius would remind us, it's about showing up daily, with discipline and honor. Finding your Ikigai isn't just about personal joy. It's about realizing your place in the greater human story, about weaving your thread into the rich, evolving tapestry of life. The ancient Stoics, especially Marcus Aurelius, emphasized that our actions should be guided, not random, but intentional, not scattered, but led by inner purpose. 2. Prepare the night before, designing a strong foundation. This mindset of intention also carries over into how we wrap up each day, because here's a truth we often overlook. The tone of your morning is set the night before. It's easy to fall into the habit of late-night Netflix marathons or endless scrolling through social feeds. But think for a moment, how does that really prepare you for the day ahead? Your mind needs time to slow down, to digest the experiences of the day, and to restore itself. That's why crafting an intentional evening routine is so essential. Think about your nighttime habits as sacred, as important as anything else on your schedule. Give yourself space to disconnect, to reflect, to breathe. Treat your evening hours as the foundation upon which your next morning and your life is built. Every aspect of your life is connected, and this isn't about rigid self-discipline that drains the joy out of your evenings. It's about intentionally creating a space that supports your well-being and aligns with your goals for the next day. For instance, limiting screen time an hour before bed isn't about denying yourself relaxation. It's about giving your mind the cue that it's time to wind down, making it easier to fall asleep and wake up feeling refreshed. Planning a bit for the next day can also be a total game changer, and it doesn't have to be complicated. It could be as simple as jotting down your top 3 priorities for tomorrow. This single act sets a clear direction and ensures you wake up with a sense of purpose. And here's where the Stoic mindset truly shines. It's about acknowledging what's within our control and letting go of what isn't. We might not be able to control every detail of our day, but we can certainly influence how we start it. And let's not overlook the power of deep breathing or meditation to calm the mind. This isn't just fluff. It's a powerful signal to your body that it's time to rest. Inhaling deeply and exhaling slowly helps reduce stress, lowers your heart rate, and prepares your body for deep, restorative sleep. It's like pressing the reset button, ensuring that you wake up not just physically refreshed but mentally and emotionally grounded. In today's always-on world, this might sound like a Herculean task, but it's absolutely vital for setting the tone of your entire day. Picture this: the first moments of your morning, untouched by the digital clamor of emails, social media notifications, or the buzzing news cycle. It's just you, your thoughts, and the serene quiet of the dawn. That's not just refreshing, it's empowering. Marcus Aurelius was a strong advocate for living with intention and focus. He wasn't distracted by the notifications of ancient Rome, and believe me, he had his share of distractions. Instead, he emphasized the importance of concentrating on the present moment and the task at hand. He knew something that's even more relevant today. The quality of your attention determines the quality of your life. So how do we apply this ancient wisdom in the modern age? First, it's about creating a morning space that's intentionally free from digital distractions. This isn't about rejecting technology, but about choosing not to let it dictate the start of your day. It's tempting to roll over and immediately check your phone, but that instantly puts you in a reactive state, responding to the demands and dramas of the external world. Instead, give yourself the gift of a peaceful start. Imagine dedicating the first hour of your day to activities that nourish your soul and sharpen your mind. Maybe it's reading, meditating, journaling, or simply enjoying a cup of coffee while gazing out the window. This isn't wasted time, it's an investment in your well-being. By avoiding distractions, you're not just sidestepping stress, you're actively creating a reservoir of peace and focus that you'll draw from all day long. Making the most of your mornings isn't about adding more to your to-do list, it's about subtracting the noise that doesn't serve you. It's about prioritizing what truly matters before the day's demands start pulling at your attention. This is where the Stoic practice of focusing on what's within your control comes into play. You might not be able to control the flood of emails waiting for you, but you can control how and when you choose to engage with them. So tomorrow, challenge yourself to start the day on your terms. Resist the urge to dive into the digital world first thing. Instead, anchor yourself in the present moment, savoring the peace and potential that the morning holds. Remember, every day is a new opportunity to live more intentionally, more serenely, and more aligned with the person you aspire to be. Let's make our mornings a daily testament to that ambition, guided by the timeless wisdom of Stoicism and the unwavering focus on what truly matters. 4. The power of our own will. Living with intention. Each morning that you wake up at your chosen time, you're not just starting your day, you're reinforcing a commitment to yourself, to your growth, and to living a life of intention and purpose. This act might seem small, but it's a powerful declaration. I'm in charge of my life. It's a reminder that we are not merely reacting to life, we are choosing how we want to show up in it. 5. Take it easy. Embracing self-compassion. Amidst all this talk of discipline, consistency, and waking up with the sun, there's something essential we must not forget. We are human, and being human means we're beautifully complex creatures with brains wired to seek the path of least resistance, to chase instant gratification. That's exactly why changing habits, especially something like transforming your mornings, can feel like such an uphill battle at first. But there's something incredibly freeing about acknowledging this reality. It's not a flaw, it's part of the human experience. And here, again, Stoicism offers profound wisdom. While it speaks of resilience, responsibility, and discipline, it also embraces self-compassion and patience. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself to be kind and forgiving with his own shortcomings. He understood that berating yourself for every misstep isn't the way to grow. Instead, he encouraged a mindset of awareness. Recognize the mistake, learn from it, and move forward. This mindset is crucial when you're building a new habit, like a morning routine. Because the truth is, some days your alarm will ring and every fiber of your being will scream to stay in bed. And you know what? Some days, you will stay in bed. That's okay. The real question is, what happens next? Do you spiral into guilt and self-criticism? Or do you pause, take a breath, forgive yourself, and approach the next morning as a new chance? Forgiveness and patience with ourselves aren't signs of weakness. They're markers of strength and emotional maturity. They show that we're committed for the long run, that we're not looking for perfection but for progress. This stoic form of self-compassion means working with our nature, not against it, gently guiding ourselves toward the habits, values, and lifestyle we aspire to, with grace, not force. Now, taking it easy doesn't mean making excuses or lowering your standards. It means recognizing that growth is a process, filled with setbacks, learning curves, and progress that's often invisible in the short term. Each new day brings fresh challenges and new opportunities, and it's in this daily renewal that we find our real strength. So as you work to wake up earlier, or implement any new habit, be gentle with yourself, celebrate your small victories, learn from the setbacks, and always return the next day with a heart ready to try again.
Compais 6. Small acts of discipline, building a virtuous life. This isn't just about becoming a morning person. It's about building a mindset that's ready to face life with a unique combination of determination and compassion. Think about the simple act of placing your alarm clock across the room. It's not just a practical trick, it's a declaration, a way of saying, I will start my day intentionally. It's a quiet defiance against the pull of comfort.
A small symbolic act of courage, same with making your bed. It might seem like a trivial habit, especially when you're the only one who'll see it. But it's more than straightening the sheets or fluffing the pillows. It's a ritual, a moment of self-respect. It tells your mind, my space matters, my choices matter. And as Marcus Aurelius might say, these seemingly small acts are the building blocks of a disciplined, meaningful life. They're easy to overlook, but over time they shape who you are. Each time you choose to do them, you're casting a vote for the kind of person you want to become. You're becoming someone who values order, responsibility, and self-respect. Someone who honors both their environment and their inner world. And why do we focus on these tiny actions? Because they're within reach. Not everyone can control life's big events, the chaos, the surprises, the turning points. But we can control how we start the day, how we care for our space, how we show up even in the smallest moments. That is Stoicism in action, focusing on what's within your power and releasing what isn't. And these small practices aren't about discipline for discipline's sake. They're about training your mindset to be strong and steady, ready for life's larger battles. If you can honor the small commitments, you're already preparing yourself to honor the big ones. 7. Accountability partners, sharing the journey. These practices are more than just daily tasks or obligations. They're rituals that fill your days with intention and your life with direction. The idea here is simple, yet deeply impactful. Sharing your goals with someone who both supports and holds you accountable can greatly increase your chances of following through. This turns what might feel like a lonely mission into a shared adventure, making your path toward a consistent morning routine and, ultimately, a life of purpose, far more manageable and even enjoyable. Think of your accountability partner as your teammate in self-development. They'll be there to remind you of your commitments when the temptation to hit snooze is strong. They'll encourage you when progress feels slow and celebrate your wins, no matter how small. It's a two-way street. It's about mutual support and growth, rooted in the understanding that we're all trying to become better versions of ourselves. The Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, frequently emphasize the importance of community and relationships in shaping one's character. They valued shared wisdom, learning from one another, and the strength that comes from knowing you're not alone in your struggles. Today, finding an accountability partner is a modern reflection of that timeless wisdom. The idea that, although the path to self-discipline and meaning is personal, it doesn't have to be walked alone. Even more, this kind of partnership can help reveal blind spots in your routine or mindset that you might not notice on your own. They can offer new insights and feedback that trigger growth in unexpected ways. This relationship goes beyond simple check-ins about whether you woke up on time or meditated. It's about engaging in honest conversations about what's working, what's not, and how you can both make meaningful adjustments. How do you find the right accountability partner? Look for someone who shares your commitment to growth and personal improvement. It could be a friend, family member, or colleague. The key is to choose someone you trust, someone with whom you can be real about your goals, struggles, and wins. Once you've found that person, be clear about what you want to achieve and what kind of support you need. Set regular check-ins and show up for each other, offering encouragement, sharing lessons, and giving a gentle nudge when necessary. 8. Memento Mori, remembering the value of each day. Remember, having an accountability partner isn't just about external motivation. It's about building a relationship that inspires and uplifts both of you. It's about creating a shared space where honesty, vulnerability, and growth are welcomed and nurtured. In that space, your morning routine and life goals become part of a bigger picture, a collective journey toward intentional, disciplined, and fulfilling living. The Stoic practice of reflecting on mortality is a call to live with urgency, to approach our days with meaning and direction. It's a reminder not to waste our limited time on the trivial, but to focus our energy on what truly matters, and on building a life we're proud of. Each morning we wake up is a new opportunity to engage with life meaningfully, to contribute to the world around us, and to pursue growth and fulfillment. Marcus Aurelius, in his meditations, often reminded himself of life's shortness to stay grounded in virtue and duty. It wasn't meant to be morbid, but freeing. It helped him let go of distractions and focus on what mattered most, both as an emperor and a human being striving for wisdom. When we integrate this awareness into our mornings, we stop treating each day as a throwaway. It becomes a gift, a day that was given to us, and one that's not guaranteed again. This perspective can radically shift how we spend our time, what we choose to focus on, who we prioritize, and what legacy we aim to leave behind. It's a powerful reminder to live fully, love deeply, and lead lives that reflect our deepest values. It also helps us handle life's inevitable difficulties with more grace. When we remember that our time is finite, daily annoyances and setbacks lose their power. We become more resilient, focused, and less easily thrown off by temporary discomfort. It's a mindset that fuels gratitude and calls us to make the most of now. 9. Negative visualization, preparing for the unexpected. So, how do we apply this timeless idea in everyday life? Start with a short moment of stillness each morning. See the day ahead as a blank canvas, a new opportunity to add meaning to your story. Ask yourself, if today were my last, would I be proud of how I'm living it? This isn't about fear or anxiety. It's about perspective. It helps you zoom out, take a breath, and remember what truly matters. It keeps you focused on living, learning, and loving with purpose. By embracing the Stoic practice of Memento Mori, we don't dwell on the end. We embrace the present. It's an antidote to apathy and a guide to living fully, with clarity, intention, and courage. Let's greet each morning with the awareness that it's a gift, and use it to create a life that aligns with our values and builds something that lasts beyond us. That's the heart of Stoic living, to use our brief time on earth to create something meaningful. Negative visualization, a tool for empowerment. Negative visualization offers an alternate perspective that is not only pragmatic, but also incredibly empowering. It isn't about pessimism, rather it's a strategy for building resilience, preparing for life's challenges, and ultimately gaining a more profound command of the present. At its core, this practice involves periodically imagining the obstacles, losses, or difficulties you might encounter. These scenarios can vary from minor setbacks, like missing your bus or facing an unexpected rainy day, to major hardships, such as losing a job or the passing of a loved one. The goal isn't to fixate on these possibilities to induce fear or anxiety. Instead, it is to mentally rehearse how you would manage if such events occurred. By doing so, you prepare yourself both emotionally and mentally, making you less vulnerable to being thrown off balance by life's inevitable ups and downs. Think of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, all of whom believed that by meditating on the transient nature of events beyond our control, we can nurture a deeper sense of tranquility and fortitude. This practice shifts your focus to what is within your power, your reactions, your attitudes, and your actions. Integrating negative visualization into your morning routine can transform your entire day. Rather than stepping out the door unprepared for potential obstacles, you are mentally equipped to handle them with composure. End with gratitude. Reflecting on the day's gifts, consider negative visualization as a form of mental training, one that strengthens your resilience so that when life inevitably throws you a curveball, you remain unshaken. This strategy has a beautiful, if somewhat paradoxical, effect. It deepens our thankfulness for the present moment. By envisioning life without some of the comforts and blessings we take for granted, we return to our reality with a renewed sense of appreciation for what we have right now. This isn't about living in constant fear of loss. It's about using that contemplation to enrich our gratitude for the here and now. To practice negative visualization constructively, begin each day with a few moments of reflection on the potential challenges ahead or future uncertainties. Visualize how you would optimally respond, what inner strengths you would harness, the lessons you might learn, and how you might grow as a result. Then, gently release that vision and proceed with your day carrying both a sense of readiness and a greater appreciation for your current circumstances. In parallel, weaving gratitude into your daily routine, especially as you close the day, can have a transformative effect on your well-being and overall perspective. Keeping a gratitude journal is a wonderfully simple, yet profoundly effective method to cultivate that sense of thankfulness. Take a few moments before sleep to reflect on the day, and note down several things you are grateful for. This might include a kind act from a stranger, a breathtaking sunset, the successful completion of a challenging task, or even simply the comforting embrace of your bed at the end of a long day. Writing down what you appreciate shifts your focus from what is missing in your life to the abundance that already exists. This practice aligns perfectly with Stoic teachings, emphasizing what lies within our control, rather than lamenting over what does not. By closing your day on a positive note, you not only pave the way for a peaceful, undisturbed sleep, but also prepare your mind to greet the next day with renewed purpose and thankfulness. Why end the day with gratitude? Because it allows us to wrap up our day with a positive affirmation, regardless of the challenges we encountered. It reaffirms the good in our lives, cultivates inner peace amid turmoil, and nurtures a mindset that continuously seeks growth and joy. This nightly ritual transforms your initial thoughts in the morning, from groans over the alarm clock to a quiet anticipation of the new opportunities ahead and the potential wonders you might discover to be thankful for. Moreover, this practice of appreciating life extends beyond your personal sphere. It deepens your relationships as you become more aware of the value of the people around you and more expressive in your thanks for their presence. It enriches your connection to the world by attuning you to the beauty and wonder found often in the most ordinary moments. So, as you explore the many strategies to enhance your mornings, and by extension, your entire life, don't underestimate the power of ending your day with gratitude. This approach embodies the Stoic pursuit of a good life, one defined not by external accolades or material wealth, but by inner peace, contentment, and a profound appreciation for each moment. Each day is a gift, an opportunity to create a legacy of virtue, wisdom, and fulfillment. Embracing these practices may not guarantee perfection, but it ensures that every day is met with a stronger, more grateful, and more resilient version of yourself. You possess the power to transform your mornings and your overall life into an authentic reflection of Stoic ideals. Remember, this is just the start. There is a vast reservoir of Stoic insight waiting to be explored, a guide on your journey to living a more intentional and rewarding life. If this exploration of Stoic principles resonated with you, consider diving even deeper into this philosophy. Check out our dedicated playlist filled with insights, narratives, and practical tips that will help you fully embrace the richness of Stoic living. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts and experiences. Let's embark on this journey of growth, resilience, and fulfillment together. Here's to mornings filled with purpose, days lived with intention, and a life overflowing with gratitude. Thank you for being a valued part of the Stoic Journal community. See you soon.